Hey there, and welcome to our homeschooling journey. In today's video, I do want to give you guys a classroom tour. If you're new here, you probably don't know this part, but we do homeschool out of our bedroom. I do have specific areas, corners, shelves dedicated just to our homeschool space. We are entering our 5th year of homeschool, and I just want to give you guys a tour of how I set everything up in case you're homeschooling out of a small space as well. I am a big fan of utilizing the walls, any kind of like storage unit that will allow you to kind of like work your way up to the ceiling, especially if you're like sharing the room with your little ones or you're like living with others. For now this year, I did go ahead and decide to put our circle time center up on this side of the wall, just kind of like hanging over our bed. That way our little ones, they can just like be shifting the yesterday, today, and tomorrow and just kind of have a really good big visual of our calendar. Over here is pretty much where we are doing most of our homeschool. I do have like our little desk. We have the wooden one here today. We usually have like the other Costco one out, but today we decided to switch things up. And yes, if you are focusing on this little side of the bed, we did go ahead and get a super tall bed. That way I can have like 12 of these like 5-gallon hefty tubs under the bed for like storage and stuff or whatever it is that we need. I'm telling you, I am working my way up just to try to like make everything fit. Now back to our actual learning wall. Over here, we do have our little Love Every's calendar board as well as like our weekly layout and their little clock. I do have over here the stuff that we're going to be using when we're like spelling or using things for like logic of English. The way I have things is I purposely organize everything so that if I need it, I am able to just pull it out and use it. It's not just here for decorations. A lot of this I am able to just pull and grab and just give to my little ones just because that's what its real like purpose is for, you know? And as you work your way up, you're going to see that I have all like the little posters for phonics in regards to like the short and long vowel sounds, the blends, digraphs, all that good stuff. Was like a great visual for my son when he was going through his whole like reading journey. So I wanted to make sure that this is out here on display for my little one. I do also have like our little whiteboard. It like is supposed to stick to the wall, but I have like those type of walls. So I have to go ahead and put a little pin. Again, we have like our little number line that is just able to come out whenever we need it. I do also have like another little visual of our short vowel sounds. This was also great in case we needed it for like a different example. And then of course our magnetic money and then our little daily schedule. This is also like magnetic and I'm also able to like write on it and change everything around. So that's really fun too. But we have like the regular posters just to like review the alphabet, numbers, months of the year, because we got days of the week over here. And that's everything that I have for this side of the wall. Now, if we jump over to the opposite side of the room, I do have my little DIY calendar that I made like a few years ago. Before, I was just kind of like filling it in every day, but now that we have like two different calendars, I'm like just gonna have the numbers up. That way we can actually utilize like the days of the week over here too. But we have that up there, and below it, we have specific posters with like everything the way I organize and lay everything out. I want everything to kind of have like a designated home or corner for a specific area. Over here, we do have our money and our time. I was going to add like another little magnetic section for the magnetic money, but that's living on the opposite side, but it's back here for reference. I do have our time poster and this little time resource that my little one can use in case we ever need it. That way, like he can show me a specific time if I say it out loud or like write it in right there. We do also have a few cute little extra things right here. We have his little visual guide right here, and then my little one's visual guide is right here too. It's like their little to-do list of what they kind of like have to do every day. We have like extra little resources in case we need it in our little globe. Over here, we do have our little art cart. Everything from like dot markers, glue, scissors. We honestly use this every day because it holds our pencils, our colored pencils. And down here, I do have like all our paper and our construction paper, as well as like our crayons and some other just like random things here. These are actually like little magnets that they made themselves from one of like our art kits. So it's just living here for now, but The reason everything is like in a little art cart and right here is so that I can move it in case I want to get to my little mindset tapestry. This one is also like a really cute little resource to have, especially if you're into like daily affirmations and stuff like that. Whenever we use it, we just move it over here, and then as we like rotate it weekly, we just rotate it out. But I do also have it in the section where it holds all our sweaters, so I don't mind having like this little section blocked, because like right now it's summer, we are not really going to be reaching for our sweater, so I'm not really going to be having too much of like a hassle right there, you know. And then over here, of course, we have like our little light. I do have my little Minecraft light or switch right here to just turn everything like on and off, but that's what we have here. If you guys have been following us for a while, then you guys probably recognize this little black bookshelf from like our first few years of homeschooling. I am still utilizing it, but this year we decided to do it like a little bit differently. The very top shelf is like my whatever shelf, so I'm not going to show it. I'm pretty sure we all have like a whatever shelf or a whatever drawer where we just like throw everything on top. Now these next two are very intentional. They're more geared towards like my pre-kindergartner, maybe my second grader might need some of them, but they're just here. Anything to do with math, resources, manipulatives, things that we're probably going to use are up here. If anything is going to get used by my second grader, I feel like it's going to be more on this side in regards to like the place value, the blocks, the magnets, fractions, stuff like that. Over here, we have more of like our little addition machines, money, anything to do for just like resources and stuff. Now down here, I'm also very intentional with it. We have anything to do with like magnetic letters or any kind of resource we can use for spelling. We have for our blending, our little board, just little extra resources here. Anything to do with like spelling, or also since I'm trying to teach my little one how to read, having her just kind of like read, blend, and spell those like 3-letter CVC words. In here, I do have like my little phonics flashcards, little other flashcards, stuff like that. Resources for like handwriting and reading, and I'm just storing it all here. Now, I have all our curriculum right here. This half is the books that we're going to be reading for Build Your Library and Lightning Literature. This is our little speech binder. Anything to do for like pre-kindergarten that we're probably going to use is right here. Again, I have everything for the whole year laid out. So you're going to see 2-3 books of different things, but it's for like the whole year. And then for second grade, it's all right there. Now I did go ahead and move my little homeschool cart over here just because I do notice that I like to just stand somewhere and just write in my little planner. So this is going to be living here for now. And again, it has little wheels. So I am just able to move this out the way whenever I need it. And I purposely did it that way because I don't really get the stuff down here as often as you think. Right here, we are housing the little bins that I created in the other videos you guys saw for language arts and math for both my little ones. As we need them, whenever we do language arts or math, that's when I actually pull these out, and I just have to move the cart. Over here, I did go ahead and organize everything that's seasonal for like our oh hey let's play for like the different months, as well as our a year of playing skillfully for each month, so I can go ahead and get ideas. So anything to like inspire me for the year is just living here. Over here, we do have our stuff for handwriting. I'm going to be honest, I did go ahead and watch my original homeschool classroom room tour, and I still have these from those few years because they are a great additional resource in case we ever need it. So in regards to handwriting, this is like the little section. You got the little books, my favorite little things that I take every time we go on a car ride, and just that little stuff here. We also turned this into a little arts and crafts station. So my kids are really big on just being creative and doing arts and crafts. So I decided to just put all of our little skillmatics things right here, as well as our educational insight stuff. That way they can just grab it whenever they need it, want to be creative. We can do something together as a family. That's all living right here. And of course, I do have my little binders down here. I am honestly getting our sight words from Serena's binder. And in regards to like the alphabet for anything tracing and letter of the week and stuff like that, it's living there. But this is kind of where I have just all those little extra binders. But so far, I've only had to use both of them. But this is how it's looking like over here for this little area, and it's still being used and working great for us. Now, you guys have seen my little homeschool cart. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, yesterday was Saturday, and I did already go ahead and just kind of like pull for the week and just get everything ready. I already filled out my planner for this week and just kind of how I want things to go. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my little desk area in case you guys want to see where I work sometimes. Something that we did go ahead and add this year was a cute little bunk bed. I'm not going to show you guys up there because I did not want to like clean up there, but I am honestly having my little teacher station be right under it. I'm also having it be a little space where my little ones can work in case they need it. So I do have like our little things for feelings and emotions right there in case I need to pull that out and use it with my little ones. I have all of our math posters, so like the fractions, addition, subtraction. I also have stuff for like place value as well as like some math keywords. I have all this over here, and then I did go ahead and put the long vowel sounds up here too, just in case my little one needs it. But in case anything needs to happen here, anything with me sitting here or my little ones, this is also like a cute little workstation for all of us. We are entering our 5th year of homeschooling, and a part of me is a little sad that we still don't have our own little homeschool room or homeschool space, but we are using what we have. So regardless of what your situation is, whether you're renting a room, a bedroom, or a 1-bedroom apartment, or whatever it is it may be, go and watch videos, type in those keywords, figure out exactly what it is that people are doing, how they're organizing things, what kind of bins, storage compartments are using, just to kind of like make it work. Because when you really want to do something, you're going to figure it out. And trust me, it took me a while to kind of like get to that mindset, but over time, just trying to be positive and making the best of things, we've been able to have amazing homeschool years and just bring all of this to life. I do hope this video was helpful just so you guys can see what it's like to just make use with what you have. Yes, sacrifices have to be made, and yes, you might not be able to store everything you want out in the open, but we're making it work, and I'm sure you're going to make it work too. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to go ahead and drop them down in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!